Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Chris here. We are looking ahead to today's WNBA prize picks, our best bets of the. We're going to be looking ahead to points, rebounds, and assists, looking at fantasy, the rebound department. And like I said, as normal, if there is any categories you guys want me to look at or focus on, definitely let me know in the comment section below, and I'll definitely focus on that in the upcoming videos. And like I said, if you guys can leave a like, I do appreciate it. If you guys do find this video helpful, and also hit that subscribe button for more like I said, price picks videos for WNBA, NBA, and NFL when all those sports are coming around. So, yeah, let's go dive into it. Let's go look at points, rebounds, and assists and kind of just go down the list here. I think Sabrina Ionescu could hit that 32.5, but also I think it could be a slight I mean, she's hit it pretty well. Like I said, she's not going to have a lot of her teammates, still not gonna be there taking on a team. The only thing I'm worried about is, what if they go on a rampage and blow them out? But if they do go on a rampage, you're hoping that's going to be Inescu doing it. So 32.5, I think that's very doable. I'm slightly concerned, like I said, with the blowout, but hopefully if it's a blowout, it's going to be because of Sabrina. Moving down the list here, see what else I like. Alicia Gray could be on play depending on what's going on over there. Let's check this out. We have a couple injuries to look at for you today. Alicia Gray, like I said, Griner is going to be out today. If Jordan Canada, she's game time decision with a illness. I think she missed the last game, so if she's out again, I do like Alicia Gray at 29.5. I think it's doable. It's a little risky taking on Phoenix, but it's doable. Lissa Thomas at 31.5. I think I don't know if that's a mistake, but I mean that should be pretty easy to hit. So, especially if Canada's back, I think that helps out Thomas too to keep it more competitive. Satu, this one's an interesting one at 23. She has not been great. Her minutes kind of been low ever since the All Star break, but taking on Atlanta without any Griner down low, I mean, Sabali should be able to take advantage of it, but that's a little bit more of a risky one in my opinion. All right, moving on down. Like I said, if Canada does play 21.5 is really low, and we have make sure she has no limitations, then we're all good to go. She's hit this literally 4 out of the last five. No Griner. So if Canada's healthy and good to go, I don't mind taking a shot with 21.5 on that one. And also, Angel Reese is out tonight, so I don't mind looking at Camila Cardosa. Taking on a Golden State team that really doesn't have any of their forwards. Thornton's out, a lot of them are hurt. Um, they literally had to go sign somebody today, so I think Cardosa at 24.5 should be an easy lock. She's been getting double doubles in her last, I think, three, maybe more, but she should be in a good spot. Another one I'm gonna look at is Kelsey Mitchell. I mentioned her in my WNBA Fanduel lineup advice video. If you haven't checked that one out, check that out. Um, but I think Kelsey Mitchell is going to have a good bounce back here, taking on Dallas. Dallas ain't the greatest team in the world, and this is also higher game totals. We have a 174 and a 3.5 spread, so I think Mitchell's going to have to ball out here. Dallas doesn't really play a lot of defense, so I think, like I said, 25.5 should be very doable for Miss Kelsey Mitchell. Let's see what else we got that I don't mind. Azora Stevens, another one I want to look at here, 21.5. I think is really low against Seattle. She had a bad one against Vegas, but besides that, she's hit 4 out of the last five. And last time she faced Seattle, she had a double double in only 24 minutes. She had 39 fantasy points. So I think Stevens definitely could have a good one here. You got Plum and Hamby. I think they're right where they should be. It's either hit or they're gonna miss it. I think Hamby could hit the over here, but I would rather go Stevens with a little bit of a discount. Um, then obviously you got your Goblins. Oh, this is on Saturday, so I was like, oh, that's a cheap one. We'll look at that the next day. But yeah, I mean, Awunika, you got her as well. She's not looking bad at 26.5. Like I said, the Sparks have been playing a lot faster. They've been scoring a lot more, and they've also been giving up a lot more defense. So I think Awunika should have a good one, bounce back late. She had an easy one against Connecticut. I'm not too afraid of the Sparks here, so I think this should be a half decent game here for her. All right, so that mostly does it for points, rebounds, and assists. Let's go look at the fantasy score and see what we got going on. Haven't looked at this one yet. All right, so Tina Charles at 26 is kind of a slight interesting one. She's been absolutely popping off. Had Against Seattle, it was a back. She only had 18, so I think this 26 should be able to hit it. Like I said, Liberty don't have Sabali. They don't have Stewart down there. They're hurting quite a bit. So I think Tina, she's going to have a good game. It's going to be a good one here against a team, Liberty, that have lost 3 in a row. So I don't mind looking at her. Canada, that's slightly high for fantasy points, but I think she could hit it if she plays in this one. Sabali, that's a little high. She could hit it, but it's a little high. Cardosa, same thing. It's a little high. I'd rather take her points, rebounds, and assists. As you can see, it's right where she should be. So nothing too crazy there. Mitchell should be able to hit it. I don't know if I'm going to take the over, but I mean, she should be able to hit the over. Like I said, it's a fast pace against Dallas. So out of everyone, I'd probably feel more confident with her. And then I think Stevens, like I said, I'm high on Stevens today. 29.5. I got her projected at 32 on my personal sheet. Like I said, she had a good one against Seattle last time in limited minutes, and she hasn't really been that bad. So don't mind looking at it. I think this should be a good game. Hopefully, Sparks don't come in flat here. That's the only thing. All right, and let's go look at rebounds for the last category. Like I said, let me know. This is total rebounds, by the way. But let me know if you guys want me to look at any other categories. Comment below what you want me to look at. So this is total rebounds here. I think Tina Charles could be able to hit that here against Liberty. She hasn't hit it against Seattle, but she's hit it almost every single time. So I think we're going to go the over on the 6 for Tina. Cardosa should be able to hit the 11. It is a slower pace game. Valkyrie should miss quite a bit of shots. They don't get shooters on that team. So I wouldn't be surprised if Cardosa gets 12 or 13 rebounds on this one. Let's see what else we got going here. That's mostly it there. Let's see if I have one more category we can go look at. I didn't look at this, but let's go see assists, see if there's anything I can catch. She might hit exactly 6, yeah. And she's probably going to score a little bit more in this game if she plays. Okay, so nothing too crazy that I see. I mean, Paige Beckers might be able to hit that 5 against Indiana. She'll probably hit 6 or 7. So Paige Beckers is probably who I'd take there at 5. So that's what we got going on. Thank you for watching. I do appreciate it. Let's go look at one more, actually. We only have 2 people, but I always like looking at the block shots. Cardosa, of course, the people that don't do anything, that's who they pick. Okay. And then steals, let's go look here, see who they have real quick. Okay. So that's mostly it. I just want to check out, see what they had going on there, but nothing that I really care for. So, as normal, if you guys do enjoy the video, leave a like. I appreciate it. Thanks for all the views last time. And like I said, hit that subscribe button. We will be doing, like I said, NFL and NBA prize picks as well with those sports coming up here with just in a little bit. So, once again, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. And if you guys find this useful, like I said, leave that like button. It's definitely appreciated. All right, we'll see you guys in the next one.